Indeed! Gambler definitely looks the part of a member of Bi, but he just seems to lack that queeler instinct! Ha-ha!
Gambler in trouble!
Gambler got really super duper lucky there, and the RD hoping to get lucky tonight as well, as he's making some moves on the Gambler.
No one cares about those two fags! The real action is with the two men in the ring! Mr. Don't Call Me the leader of Brutal Impact the One, getting decimated by our glorious leader of the Nightmare.
The RD with another reach around, this time on the Gambler, and now firing off an assault of some very stiff, tippy-toe punches.
Followed by a barrage of vicious slaps. And did you see that? One hit Big Ben with an illegal elbow to his orbital socket. A very typical and cheap attempt by the One to try and cripple our glorious leader, Big Ben.
What in bloody blue blazes are you talking about? One did no such thing! It was a perfectly legal flying elbow!
That's a matter of opinion. I would say it was very sloppy. Botched even. Certainly not up to my or the Nightmare standards of wrestling. One really needs to start being less careless in there with his shoddy movesets.
RD with a reach around on Big Ben now.
RD has lost his mind if he thinks he can pin our glorious leader with his third-rate tippy-toe tricks taught to him by his big-breasted bimbo, JB. Sorry, RD, but it's just not gonna happen. But you go ahead and keep giving Big Ben your reach-arounds. All you're doing is creating a bigger and bigger mess for yourself to clean up later.
I don't think so! The RD's in the best shape of his life right now, and thanks to JB and her training methods, he eats guys like Big Ben for breakfast! The action, fast and furious now, as all 6 men are in the ring!
And it's pandemonium in that ring right now, folks. Male-on-male DUI violence at its finest.
You could say that again!
And it's pandemonium in that ring right now, folks. Male-on-male DUI violence at its finest.
Everyone is attacking everyone! There are no friends! There are no allies! Everyone wants one thing right now, and one thing only! To win the highly coveted DUI Unified World Championship!
And the Britwigger coming very close to putting Doczilla to sleep. And to be perfectly honest with you, he's pretty close to putting me to sleep as well.
And speaking of being put to sleep, it's nighty-night for the One, and that's quite a shocker, as I half expected One to win this whole thing.
It's just because you're a half-wit, my dear. It shouldn't really come as a surprise to anyone watching that the One would be the first one in and the first one out. That's what happens when you try going toe-to-toe with the lone wolf of the Nightmare, our glorious leader, Big Ben. You get your ass handed to you, courtesy of the Wuss Plunge, and it's nighty-night. And in my opinion, this match should end here now, and Big Ben should be declared the winner and new DUI Unified Champion. Save everybody some time.
Too bad the Gambler can't say the same, though, as the Mad Professor ends his pursuit of higher earning courtesy of a schoolboy pin.
And I don't know about you, but I call shenanigans, as it was quite clear the Britwigger grabbed a handful of the Gambler's trunks.
Well, I'd say he grabbed more than just the Gambler's trunks. In fact, if those two were dating, Britwigger would be on third base right now. Ha-ha!
And speaking of third base, I knew I was close, but I didn't know they were that close, as the RD just tried to plant one on Doczilla.
And that's why Doc wears the protective mask, to protect him from that sort of thing. If he hadn't been wearing one, he might have received
one, the lethal predator, looking to go NBC Dateline on the Doc's ass as he proceeds to mount his new little horsey for a test drive. Ha 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 ha! Doc really got spanked by the RD right now! Exactly! And I bet it's not the first time it's happened either, as I've heard rumors of the various tippy-toe training that's done at the Palace of Wisdom. And it really shows in the RD's super stiff tippy-toe punches. And how light the loafer's RD is when he takes a bump. Indeed, he's like Peter Pan. These four studs want it bad from each other. And, oh my! What an awesome move by the RD right now as he slides underneath Big Ben's legs. Well, dating JB, I'm sure he's quite experienced by now in going down between a man's legs. And the RD is paying for that reach around he just did moments ago to our glorious leader, Big Ben. Like Ben is going to fall for that. After all, it's not like this is the first time that Ben has had a reach around under him. It isn't? No! Gluttony, Big Ben, and Kamari take turns all the time doing it to one another. Ah! Okay then! I'll take your word for it! What? What did I say that's so funny anyway? Do I have a booger or something hanging out of my mask? Knock it off this instant, you wretched bimbo! Speaking of knocking off, looks like Britwigger was knocked off and out of this match, and bad in trouble as well, as the RD hit him square in the jaw with his girlfriend's finisher, the JBKO! And taking a page out of JB's playbook as well, Doczilla nailing RD with a double D DDT. He did that! And luckily for JB and her little cup champ RD though, Doc lacks the big breasts that made JB's double D DDT the best, so it didn't have as much oomph to it as JB's would have had, thanks to her being so top-heavy because of her oversized double D chicken udders. Artie looking very crotchety now, but that's because he has a face full of the Doc's bulging crotch just centimeters away from his mug. Indeed, Artie's face looking like a well-used cocky mug. Ha 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 ha! And the RD had best be careful, because you know what they say, a moment on the lips, a lifetime on the hips. Well, personally, I don't give a hooey of who the RD wanna doey. He's the DUI Unified World Champ right now, and that's all that matters. True enough. But did you just say I don't give a hooey who the RD wanna doey? Yeah! I did! Oy vey! I can't believe you actually said that! And speaking of gay, judging by the crowd's reactions, I'm pretty sure they're having a gay old time tonight! Yes! And why shouldn't they? It just doesn't get any better than this. Halloweeny main event! 3 hot, sweaty, sinewy athletes in the ring getting down and dirty with one another. Their sweaty, muscular bodies grinding against one another as their hands find their natural position on one another's bodies. And speaking of hands finding positions on each other's bodies, looks like Docs has found their natural position on the RDs. Indeed, and note how the RD spread his legs at the Doc's manly touch in anticipation of things to come. That's the sign of a seasoned professional. You can just tell this isn't the first time they've done this to one another, as they grunt and groan from the throes of combat, each of them desperately jockeying for position.